Okay, today we'll be opening up and comparing these two oil filters. This Carquest oil filter, number R85358MP, and this GKI oil filter, number OF14476. And I got these two oil filters from a very generous viewer whose name is Charles Bridgetech from California. Thanks, Charles. These oil filters fit Charles's 2019 Toyota Yaris. Yep, the one with the 1.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. And these two oil filters are going to duke it out. Could get ugly, folks. And when the dust clears, we'll see who the winner is. So let's get started. You gotta glue the silicone, get nice and tight. Get your inner here, filtration. Okay, let's start with the Carquest oil filter, and we'll start with the box. Got the filter number right here. Distributed by, and they got Raleigh, North Carolina. Seed product, country of origin. And there's really nothing else on this box. So let's open up, see what it looks like. Date code F02L28E2. If you look over here, it'll say Made in USA. Also an address here. Filter instructions. Okay, and this filter has 8 inlet holes, metal core with louvers, bypass valve at the dome end, 3 grooves there for threads, and nitro rubber gasket, which sticks out pretty good. Okay, now the GKI oil filter. Protect your engine and improve performance. Change every 3 months or 5,000, well, actually 3,000 miles. That's kilometers. Okay, and they got some filters that it replaces. And that's about it on this box. So let's open it up, see what it looks like. The date code 19003. If we look over here, it says made in China. Okay, and you got filter number, instructions. And this filter's got this plastic covering over it. And this filter has 8 inlet holes, metal core with holes, bypass valve at the dome end. Looks like 3 grooves there for threads, and a nitro rubber gasket, which sticks out pretty good. Yeah, pretty equal there. Base plates look very similar, same size. Okay, let's get their weights. Okay, the Carquest, 195.5 grams. GKI, 224.7 grams. All right, let's cut these two filters open and see what the components look like inside. Be right back. Okay, so here they are cut open. Take a look at the gaskets. And these, I'll put the thickness of these gaskets up on a screen, but they're almost the same thickness. And it doesn't want to focus too good here, but yeah, both gaskets look fine. Okay, and these guys here, they both have nitro rubber and drain back valves. And they both have the same amount of inlet holes. You know, they look pretty much the same size inlet holes. The only difference really are the grooves and the threads. You know, but it's hard to sometimes get the number of grooves here because you turn them a certain way. You got 3 there for the Carquest. If you turn this one a certain way, you know, you almost got like 3 there, but there's probably 4. Yeah, it's more. You got 1 more groove anyways on this GKI oil filter. Other than that, these base plates are pretty much the same. Okay, and filter element. Carquest. We got a metal crimp seam, 48 pleats, and this is a cellulose media with a micron rating of 95.1% at 20 microns. And that was on Advanced Auto website. Metal end caps. Got the bypass valve here, which has a setting of 14 to 18 psi. No caps there. There's a little tiny glue here. That's nothing though. And the pleats, they're nicely spaced except for right here. You know, you got big space like that. It's a lot of times that's a nice place for it to tear. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Okay, and the GKI oil filter, metal crimp seam also. And this filter has 42 pleats, so 6 less pleats. You can see they're kind of spaced more than the, you know, over here. And the Carquest. Carquest is kind of closer, but they're pretty evenly spaced. And a little bit of a gap here also. You get the metal end caps, bypass valve right here with a setting of, if I can find it, 22 psi. Yeah, nice and clean. They're both pretty clean oil filters. And you got these guys here to keep it centered in the can. Okay, and this here, what I could find about it, I couldn't find really too much information on this filter media, but it says it's a blended fiber and resin media with a micron rating of 95%, but it doesn't tell you the micron rating. At what micron rating, I don't know. We'll see how they look under a microscope and see which one will probably do a better job of filtering. Okay, and in here we got coil spring for the GKI and stamp leaf spring for the Carquest. Okay, and the cans, I'll put the number, let's see, I'll put the thickness, number of flutes, and the width of these cans up on the screen. But you can feel it that the Carquest is thinner can. GKI oil filter here has got a thicker can. It's strange, the Chinese filters always seem to have thicker cans. They must have a lot more steel over there to put into these cans. Alright, but both look like good cans. And let's get the width of these filters. So the Carquest, 2.12 inches wide minus a tenth of an inch. GKI, 2.03 inches wide minus a tenth of an inch. Okay. Well, let's cut these two filters open, stretch them out, see what they look like. Be right back. Okay, here they are both stretched out. And the Carquest filter is 42.5 inches long. The GKI filter is 31.5 inches long. Okay, let's get the thickness of filter media. The Carquest filter is 0.88 millimeters thick. GKI oil filter is 0.94 millimeters thick. Okay, this is the filtering side, back side. And if we take a look at these guys under a microscope, the Carquest, they look like they would do a pretty equal job of filtering. The Carquest looks probably a little bit better. But let's take a look at that picture. So I think they would do a pretty equal job of filtering. But you get about 26 square inches of more filter media with the Carquest oil filter. And let's take a look at the rest of the filter. So they're pretty equal here on the gaskets, the main drain bag valves, the inlet holes. So this is all pretty much tight, except for you get an extra groove on the base plate with the GKI filter. You got a thicker can with a GKI. Okay, and you got holes. Right here for the GKI oil filter, and louvers for the Carquest filter. Let's take a look at these louvers. Okay, those are all open up. You can see that. So those are fine. So I think the GKI oil filter's got better components compared to the Carquest oil filter, but you get a lot more filter media with the Carquest oil filter. So between these two, I'm kind of tossed, but I think I would go with the Carquest just because of the more filter media. What do you guys think? And again, I want to thank Charles for sending me these two oil filters. I also want to mention Charles has a YouTube channel called Charles Bridge Tech. He does tests on electronics and flashlights. I'll put a link to his channel down below in the descriptions. You might want to check it out. And with that being said, I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I try to open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and take care. The Carquest filter media weighs 10.2 grams. The GKI filter media weighs 6.4 grams.